It started. What up, peeps?
We'll leave them out. Okay.
We'll just wait for the people to hop on. Some cool stuff we were just talking about.
We were having deep conversations, and I'm just in the middle of it. I'm like, we have to go live right now.
We're out and about, just taking a stroll, and down the street from us is like the stadium. We just wanted to walk around, like.
Lights are on. It's dark.
Yeah, people are all out there.
Yeah, and we expected it to be empty, and when we got there was so much energy swirling.
Wait. We want to get some people on because people are not on yet.
We have Crystal and Karen.
What up?
Hi, guys.
What's going on, guys?
Or Kathleen. I'm so sorry.
So what we were just saying is that
Rinko.
We were having a conversation just 5 minutes ago. We went on a walk just to kind of get out of the house real quick and took a lap around the area that we're at, and we started talking about I actually had brought up the difference between finding out how to discern through channeling. And to be clear, channeling is essentially your thoughts, right? People may know this. I just was putting pieces together and I just had to make it clear in my head, and we started talking about it. So channeling is a thought. All of us get thoughts, right? So every single thought you guys have every single day is a channel. And the discussion that I had asked her was, when you get that channel, how do you discern between which one is going to be the reality, right? Because if you understand manifestation and how everything works, you vision everything in your head, then you feel it with your heart, you admit that feeling with the vision, and you can then hence manifest your reality, right? But that vision, that initial vision, comes from the thoughts that you guys have every single day. So I was like, wow, how do I discern between which one's there? Because we're in a positive way right now. Our life is great. Things are good. So all of us are like, we're way up here in positivity. But sometimes in the occasional process, I do get that negative outcome. Like, right? Like, I'll have my slight doubt. Like, we want to go do something. I'll be like, but if we go there, like, this could happen. I start painting the realist, right? They call him the realist definition. And I start painting that realist vision in my head. And I'm like, how do I know which one's the more real? And then this is when she was talking about how she said, that's the thing, you have the choice, right? So I had figured out that people in life right now are more negative. The negative is outweighing the positive, but people do get, while they're in a negative environment, negative vibration, low vibration, that they do get the occasional positive vibration, that positive channel, and they do see a difference in their life. But that only comes when they get that initial spark of getting out of that vibration, right? The way people get it right now is if in network marketing, they get a new opportunity to make money, right? They see themselves out of their present situation, their present vibration, to potentially rise. It's the spark of a rise in their vibration. That allows them to paint the picture. And we're telling people that even if they're in that negative situation, that negative vibration, and they do get that positive channel, that positive reality that they're seeing in their head, that can be theirs, but they have to consciously make the choice. Some of this may be obvious, but I'm trying to make it down to such a science. You know what I mean? I'm trying to break this down to a science right now so that you all get it. Because a lot of people,
we're together, all you guys that know me, do you see?
I just try to make this clear because a lot of people, when we talk, you get parts of it.
Yeah.
Right? But you don't really understand the science and how it actually works. So I'm trying to be as specific as possible with this. You all get channels. The thoughts are channels. You could be in a positive situation
and see the channel. You will get a visual and you will feel it at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, for example, we were walking back and I walked in front of a car that was still moving, and I got scolded by a higher self, and I was like explaining that to him, and he had a revelation. Oh, that's how you see it. That's a channel.
I was like, how do you discern what's a channel? Because some people are like, I don't know the channel. When you do it every day.
It's all of it, yeah. So anyway, when we were talking about that, he started asking these questions, and then we got back here, and we're having this discussion here, and we're talking about, and I'm like, okay, so yes, of course, everything always comes back and boils back to us. It's our fault. But there are different dimensions to everything because it's our fault and the choices that we make. So every day, I talked about this the other day on the live, we have you have the dimension of heaven and the dimension of hell, and then you have yourself in the middle making choice. And so you're choosing your higher self or your lower self.
Your positive thought or your negative thought.
Yes. And when you choose the higher self, then all the angelic, magical things in the universe find you and happen to you and align with you.
Everything, yep.
Everything that can make you happy, wholesome, nourished, full, euphoric, all these beautiful things.
But
if you choose to go to your lower self and emit lower self vibrations of frustration, anger, doubt, fear, worry,
being a realist,
sadness, depression, anxiety,
being a realist,
PTSD,
it's the easiest way to fucking describe it.
Any of these different things, right? You are then down in the lower self. So when you're in the higher self and you emit those high vibrations, angelic beings can come and enter and assist you, right?
They will.
And speak to you. When you're in the lower self, that's when the demons can come and attack you.
The negative.
And so when you're we were talking about this, and I was like, you know, I see it so clearly looking back when I was unconscious of these things. And I was in that lower self. And the whole time I'm getting attacked, but I didn't know that other things were assisting that attack. I didn't realize the 3 different dimensions of that at the time. And so as you choose to raise your vibration, you rise up into this higher state where everything is just magnificent and beautiful, and you're always happy, and everything is always working out for you, and it's always the happiest fucking day ever. You know?
You get to choose that. You get to be in that conscious state. Doesn't have to be you're in a positive time right now in your life. You can still have a positive reality. You just have to choose to act on that reality and understand that is a channel. So I guess the best way to look at it, because a lot of people don't understand the terminology.
You're always tuning in, no matter where you're going.
Understand.
You're going through the universe at any rate, speed, or whatever, even though none of those things exist, and moving is really all happening at one time, but you're just tuning in the frequencies as you go.
Try this. Instead of calling the thing that you pop up in your head a thought, say, oh, I just got this channel. Like, reword it. Start saying it's a channel, and it will start rewiring your perspective of how you view everything.
Yes, because everything around you is sending. This simulation matrix we're in is sending all these channels into us so that our minds are always completely confused and chaotic, and we can't think clearly. And we don't know what's us because it's all there. And we think that it's all of it's us because it's there, and it's not.
All these negative thoughts have been implanted. They're not your thoughts. That's a demon's thought. That's a outside person's thought. That you have. There are abilities and technologies that put shit in your head to make you think that you actually had that initial thought. It's not yours. So get to the point.
The entire structure and how it operates. This entire system and how it operates. I already forgot what we were talking about.
The picking this between the frequencies.
Yes.
Discerning between.
Yeah.
So essentially, guys, the wording, changing the wording from thought to a channel.
Gone.
If that makes sense, start doing it, because literally all I did, I've been with her and I've understand and I've learned everything. I've become her essentially by just being with you every single day. But the thing that I had a revelation about, and what really makes a difference, is when you start wording things differently, your brain will wire things differently. You will have different perspectives on the thoughts or channels that you go through. Like, you can, let's take a fucking TV, you can literally go through the thoughts that you have. Oh, this thought, this thought, this thought, this one makes you feel good, bet I'm gonna go do this one because it's a high vibration. I can go do this. I can paint that reality, feel it, and it catalyzes, hence it will manifest into your reality. Like, pick that shit. Say no more thoughts, you just had channels.
Yeah.
I got a channel.
If you hear
boom.
a negative channel, see, there you go. Makes sense, right?
Simplicity.
That is when you know it's true. When it makes complete, utter sense, like stupidly makes sense.
That's it. Just switch the fucking channel.
Yes, she just switched channels. He called it out. Yes.
Boom. Like, oh, I had a negative thought. Switch that channel.
Yes,
I don't like that fucking channel.
Exactly. You're in control. You have the remote. So at that point, no matter what channel's coming through, you are then in control of the choice. But before you're conscious of that, and you're getting attacked from all the other lower vibrational things in that lower dimension, as above, so below, you are making decisions that once you rise up, you'd be like, I would never fucking do that. I look at all the things that I did when I was completely unconscious.
We were just laughing about it before.
Yeah, we were. Oh my god!
There's a lot of fast food places out here, and a lot of them. Mike, what's up, Mike? A lot of fast food places out here, and a lot of just. I wouldn't say. It's not like a lot of things in America where it's modernized. You get a lot of health and organic stores, right? We're in Puerto Rico. It's not like that, and I don't know if we ever told people that, but surprise, we're in Puerto Rico. Now there's not a lot of places out here that are all health conscious. So we were talking about how if we were to go back to ourselves 6-7 years ago and we were here, we'd be like, yo, we're balling. Like, there's food everywhere. We're good. Like, we're going to live forever. We can get like 3 months of food.
All time of shit is decaying in our
It's so
intestines.
bad for you. Yeah, like, back then we would have been like living because we were like,
Oh
we got
my
plenty
God.
of food. But when you wake up to the reality and you see how like they've been programming the food, filling it with bullshit, killing you, trying to literally take away your age. Because I don't know if you guys knew this. Believe it or not, fun fact, the human body, the human avatar has been built, has been fucking structured to last 1,800 years. So like really allow that to sink in and then think of how fucking dumb it is right now to know that people are dying at 40 and 50.
All because of their
and 60.
choice.
You can live to those numbers, literally. You can live for what you would think is forever. But we've been poisoned. Our thoughts have been killing us. Demons have been taking over us. Like, you don't fucking understand. Like, they had literally cut your lifespan by 9/10. Like, they took away everything. It's fucking
the
it's
entire
stupid.
system. While we're walking around the track, and I'm sitting there like trying to enjoy this, and I'm like, I wish that I was experiencing this as a regular thing, like not something that I know was put there just to keep their little sheeple happy, just to keep everyone, their minds appeased.
Give them temporary dopamine shots and make them feel
yes.
good. Or little, I got that
And
spike.
take their mind off the fact that they are running in a wheel 24/7 trying to catch up to something that's not even them.
They keep you down by
If
this.
you've got all these things entering you and you don't know that it's all these things, how the fuck do you know who you are?
Right?
All you have is all this shit entering you that's dictating who you are, plus the lies of all the information that you were programmed with on top of that.
There you go. So there's another perspective. You're changing the channel, right? Well, you know, when you change the channel from a negative station to a positive station, you're actually taking control back of your body because those negative thoughts are not natural thoughts.
No.
We were not built to sit here and sulk and bitch and complain and doubt and fear. That's not what you're supposed to do. Have you ever noticed people live longer when they're happier? People live longer when they're healthier, doing their thing, right?
They
You
align
can't
with
be
everything that
in
they
a
could
low
ever
vibration.
think to dream of
Yeah.
when they're happy.
You get all of that.
It's like, it's not after. You can't wait till after it happens to be happy. That's not how it happens. You got to get happy first. And then you align with all the shit that you could imagine to be happy. It continues to just give you happy. That's going to be your program, your algorithm at that time. Whatever you shift your channel to is what your algorithm's going to be, and it's going to continue to give you experiences that are going to continue to make you happy.
Now, I hope you guys understand that there's a morality aspect to this. Don't just say, well, killing people makes me happy. I'm going to just stick to that positive thought and kill people, right? There are boundaries, and there are all rules, and there are all, like, parameters to this. Like, you got to be able to understand that it's wrong to kill somebody, to steal from somebody, to hurt somebody else, to get the benefit of feeling good.
To put yourself in front of, you
can't, like, have that, oh, they said it was this. Don't be a fucking dumbass. Like, have common sense, have morality towards people and everything around you, be loving, understand everything is consciousness, and you make the fucking right choice, you'll be fine. Like, but other than that, like, keep listening to what we just said, because it'll work. It's brought us fucking here. Shit, if you were to tell them about the last 10 months of our life, I mean, you guys been seeing it, but
no, it'll come out. It'll come out.
It's a movie, like a trilogy. More movies than Star Wars, more movies than I don't know.
There's a lot that is going to come out off of this,
but some Crazy.
Anyways, we just wanted to get on here and help, like, build that bridge in your mind.
That was a revelation I had tonight, and you had tonight too. So that's huge, right? Because simplicity is key. Simplicity is life. We can break it down to the very essence of what every part is that's in your head and thinking. God, can you guys change your fucking life overnight?
Yes.
Consciousness and authority over myself, simply and powerful.
Yes.
That's it.
That is literally it.
You kill every demon by doing that.
You're taking back control of your dominion.
Your thoughts.
Everything in it.
Channels.
Just because you feel bad doesn't mean you have to. Just because your life looks bad in front of you doesn't mean you have to believe it.
Yeah.
Just because you're in a bad situation doesn't mean you have to stay there. Like, you can change at any second. You can make a choice at any second.
Glad we changed your channel. I hope you, Crystal. Hell
yes. Yes. Remove everything that is causing you one bit of weight. And what I mean by that is if it feels heavy, walking into the room, being around the people, doing the thing you're doing, if it feels heavy at all, you must remove the weight.
Yep.
It's not supposed to be there.
You know what causes things to be heavy? Emotional attachments.
And
things.
And
objects
the
that have
things
no
that are
purpose.
supposed to be yours don't weigh you down. So if you have one object in your life at all,
relationship, object,
doesn't matter what the object is,
your phone
that
matter.
weighs you down one bit, you have shit that's not yours. And you need to let it go. And it doesn't matter if you have to get rid of everything so that you can feel the weightlessness so that you can take flight. You got to do that. Otherwise, you are cutting your own self short and you're fucking your own self out of everything that your heart could ever imagine.
Can't fly.
And it's your fault and nobody else's.
You cannot fly with fucking weight on your wings, guys. Like, it's a literal meaning. Like,
they gave you all kind of stuff. Here you go. This will keep you happy. This will keep you occupied.
Yeah.
This will keep you from wanting to let go and figure out what's really out there.
And they keep you guys occupied with little boring bullshit. And when I say boring bullshit, drinking, prescriptions.
Oh, hi.
That was interesting.
Yeah, water bottle just got thrown.
Where was that? Was that like up here?
Right. Oh, that was nice.
We shouldn't be talking about this. By the way, should we just say it now?
What? No.
Not suicidal.
What? Should we say it?
I'm just saying. I, Ryan Tyler, am not suicidal.
Me
Ever.
either.
At all. So, just wanted to paint that picture if it ever.
You're stupid.
I know. But
anyway.
Shit, just saying. You can only sink in
we just
stupid
needed water,
things.
that's all.
I just needed some water. But hopefully that makes sense. Because it fucking makes sense. If I can understand it, then you can understand it. I'll just paint it like that. Like, I'm the guy that needs to break everything down to every single detail so that if I were to go to like a 5-year-old, I can break this down to him. Like, that's the way I'm wired. So if I can make it this simple, if we can make it this simple, like, it's that simple.
It is that
It's a simple rewiring, different
we get caught up in things being complicated because they programmed us to believe that it had to be complicated to be right.
It's not true.
And it's not. No, it's not. It doesn't have to be complicated. We don't have to sit here and talk about all the shit that went wrong, all the stuff that people did to us, all the things we didn't do, the things of our past, the things we did today, like, that was not positive. We don't have to do any of that.
Yeah, we pissed them off.
Yeah.
And it's not one.
Oh, I'm on fire right now. My body is literally burning right now, and I don't give a fuck.
It's not one friend. It's not one. Mickey Spirit is with you.
Oh, I know. I know.
We're well aware. What's up, Christy?
I'm sure that anybody that can feel feel me right now.
I don't know how long this shit's delayed because it's not like as soon as we talk, you automatically hear it. But if you have a question right now, put it, and we'll wait about 30 seconds while drinking ghost water.
Yeah, yeah. Anybody else want to have a revelation tonight?
All right. I I need some like spiritual X-ray vision. So I can
You have it. You just don't realize
I
it
need
yet.
to activate it. I need to put it back into fucking power mode.
Hi, Joshua. Yes, it has been a while. Do we have any? I haven't even been looking at the comments.
It's been just comments. It's not questions.
Yeah. Okay.
Simple stuff. We got people on them.
Yeah, I know.
Not sure this applies. I know Christy's typing something. We all know. We're simply waiting for a question.
Yeah.
Because this is good stuff.
Yeah, it is.
And we like to help people wake the fuck up.
Yeah, every structure that you currently operate with that is part of normal every day-to-day society is part of your hamster wheel and home. Your little
Give you a little box,
all
make you comfortable. What you see outside, get some good views.
They
Give you
marry
food,
your
water.
mind and heart
We're just rats
to
in
the
a
world
fucking lab.
instead of yourself.
We are the Sims. Think of it like that. I'm the caregiver for my sister who died of cancer. How to stay positive in that? Well, cancer's man-made.
Here's the thing.
You can heal it with thought and frequency. So look into that. Go
Yeah.
vegan immediately.
And don't put a single negative thought towards it.
You have
Period.
to believe. All right, here's a
You
story.
got to be around her believing that she is already healed, and she needs to get that kind of mindset too. We've seen tumors be taken out in 3 minutes from chanting and believing.
Don't take anything from the doctors or the hospitals. If it's prescription, if it's chemo,
And if you need some help with that,
we can give you. Actually,
our friend can send you
have
guys
to charge
something.
Your phone,
Yeah,
or your
yeah.
phone. But I don't know. Go get your charger. I'll tell them a story.
Where?
It's in the room. We have a friend. So Christy, actually reach out to us. Reach out to us, private message, and we can help you with that. But here's an example for you guys that if over in Hong Kong, or I think it's either China or Hong Kong, overall, they have a medicineless hospital, right? They don't have any like Western hospitals. I don't know here. They don't have any medicine in there, and all they do is they use frequencies and chants and healings to get the disease to just disappear by itself. So this is a story. One woman goes in there, and she's got a tumor in her uterus. It's literally about golf ball size.
Greg Braden.
Yep, Greg Braden. You guys can look up the video on YouTube. Greg Braden talks about medicineless hospital, right? There's a bunch of videos. Heals tumor in minutes.
She said, yeah.
We'll do. Yeah, I told her to reach out.
Yeah.
So they go to the hospital. She's got a tumor in her uterus. She's laying on the bed. You can see it on the ultrasound. And they brought 3 trained experts who I haven't even said it yet. 3 trained experts in who have specialized in frequencies that they can emit, and they can revert back to those specific vibrations with the feelings that they've been taught over years and years and years. So essentially what they do is they tell the woman to emit the frequency, the feeling that she is already healed. Right? You have to believe you're healed. You don't have a tumor anymore. You don't even think you don't have it. You just pretend like you never had it. It's gone. You're at your healthiest peak. It's disappeared from your life. What they then do is they then use their specific chant. It could be any chant, by the way. It doesn't need to be a specific one. They use their chant to then help their body to remember the specific vibration.
Yeah, whichever one they choose.
So they start chanting, and you guys watch the video. In 2 to 3 minutes, you watch this tumor in real time, not fast forward or slow down, fucking disappear. Gone. With a simple thought, with the channel that they chose to emit into her, and it literally disappeared. Gone. So don't take my word for it. I'm not saying this this is not me. This is a fucking video you can go watch right now.
Your crown, your mind, is what you're trying to take back. And filling it and letting it be overran by other entities and other channels that are not your own, that you did not choose, is how you lose your power. All right. Darian, I love this.
Are you familiar with light workers and the dreams that we have? Like, what are dreams and how do you... Dreams? So this is something
we
that I've
were
been
talking
having.
about this earlier today, actually. We were talking about dreams and accessing
Dreams?
every part of the universe through other people, because you can go into other people's experiences in dreams. I've done it. He's done it.
A dream is essentially the ethereal world where anything is possible. Past, present, future, yourself, anybody you want to be. You can go into somebody else's past, go into somebody else's future.
Think about this. You're going into the hard drive. When you're awake,
the Akashic records.
Hold on. When you're awake, it's harder to get there because you have to think about getting there. When you go to sleep, you automatically go into that autopilot state that allows you to freely flow right into the Akashic records. So then you can experience anything and anyone in the universe, and you can think that it's you, but it could be you or it could be someone else, and you're experiencing through that. It could be from any time in history, in any moment. But everything that you are experiencing in dream is reality. So it's not just dream. So
get this shit, ready? So I've been having, over the last 2-3 weeks now, I'd say, the most vivid dreams of my life. Like, remembering everything to the detail. Waking up, telling her she's been there for the entire time. Just everything that's on my mind. I woke up this morning with 2 different dreams, and I was able to remember the whole fucking story. It's getting insane. So this specific dream happened to me over a week ago. I'm not going to say the person, but a significant person in my life. I had a dream about, and I remember seeing them in a point when they were a child. I didn't see their face, but I saw the essence, and I could feel that it was the specific person that I'm referring to. I just knew it was. But this person is a happy person in real life. He's positive, he's social, he just likes to help people, you know what I mean? But I saw a version in this dream of him getting beat as a child. And I remember the relatives to this person, and they're not like that. Like the lifestyle, the history they have, like I don't ever see that. Like that wasn't a thing. So I was like really questioning, like, what is this? Like, why is this person getting beat? Why is their hair getting pulled, pushed on the ground, like just abused or bullied? I was like, this doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem like they're part of their life. So when I woke up from that, I was just hella confused. I reached out to this person, and I was like, hey, dude, I just had a dream about you, something about your childhood. You were getting beat, but it's just weird because you never told me about this. I know how close we are. You never told me ever about any of this, and we've been in each other's lives for a while. Like, I feel like I should have known this. Like, is this true? Am I just having a weird dream? And this person contacted me back, and they're like, that is super weird that you're having that as a dream. Because there was a part in my life where this person's mother remarried to their second husband, and the second husband was abusive. Would beat this person, would hurt him, would put him on the ground, pull his hair, like just abuse. And he's like, I've never told anybody this. Like, this is a part of my life I don't tell anybody. How did you know? And I was like, fuck. Like, I just tapped in to someone else's past and saw a memory that they had that allowed them to become the person that they are. And I was like, dude, like, just had I'm getting chills right now thinking about it.
I've been watching him do this over and over again. So
there we go, sorry. Vivid fucking dreams, like, oh my God.
What he's experiencing, he has been around me for almost a year, and now he is getting to a point where he's starting to be able to, this means nothing, the body is not limiting him anymore. And he's able to travel in that hard drive and to anywhere in the ethereal world and do anything that he wants to do effortlessly. And this is part of it. And it's so much easier to live and maneuver when you understand it for what it is, instead of just all the time wondering, all the time frustrated, not wondering why it's not working out. Why am I positive and getting negative? You know, all these different things. Because there's so many different levels to this. But
what was I going to say? It's just crazy. Like these dreams. Oh, what I was going to say is that I'm remembering, right? So the first stage that I'm noticing in my stage, and I know I'm leveling up even more, is that I'm just having very vivid dreams, just very precise details, like things that I shouldn't normally, because I never really used to have dreams, but I'm starting out with vivid. And I believe on one or two of my dreams so far, I've been able to be consciously aware that I'm in the dream, aka lucid dreaming. So I'm getting to that point where I'm starting to flip the switch in my dream and realize, hey, this is a dream. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And this is where you get Inception. The movie, you ever seen the movie Inception? Go look at that. They go inside of people's dreams and they plant seeds in the person's head to then make them wake up, to then have them think that they had an initial thought, but they were the ones that implanted it in their dream. And they go in dreams, sub the dreams, and they keep going down.
Guys, they show you problems. The things they do to you.
And there's
right in the face.
Yeah, the Inception is literally what I'm talking about. That's a lucid dream. But it could be bad at some points because some people will go into a lucid dream and then they wake up, but they still are dreaming, and they have a hard time deciphering what is reality. And if you guys ever see schizophrenias, that's essentially, not saying they're lucid dreaming, but schizos are in and out of different realities. They don't know what the fuck they're in, so that's why their channels are just, their antenna is fucking chaotic.
Taking in everything.
They're taking in everything from not just this universe, but the parallel universe next to us.
And there's no, like, walls and distinctly defined lines in their mind that shows them that there is a difference. I know how to walk them through their mind and give them that, okay, this is the definition and this is what you're doing with this and this is how this operates and this is what you're really physically seeing and all these other things.
Lucid, when you're having a fog could also be something where, a fog could just be from your avatar, what your body is. So you may have to do like a detox and you can start remembering. There are things to do to clear up your brain, to clear up your mind and your thoughts and your channels. Like you can do that. But it also could be something inside of your dream that's draining you. So when you wake up, it doesn't want you to remember. That is also a possibility.
It could.
Oh, that's funny you brought that up. That I just said that. That's crazy. But I feel like that was a lot of demons, and I allowed it into me. And since I've woken up, I've constantly had dreams of fighting demons, but I'm not affected by schizophrenia anymore. But I feel that I'm constantly fighting them off in my sleep. Could that be a demon trying to re-enter my body, or re-enter, but because I'm aware of it, it literally fighting them off? And I agree with, yeah, that's you literally fighting them off in your dreams, bro. That's a real thing. Those are demons trying to enter in your head.
It could be, yes, you can actually. It could be something that you were fighting yourself or someone else's experience. Because it's all, each time we view something, it exists. And each time we make something exist by viewing it, we add it to the collection of data and information that's in the hard drive of all things. And so we can then access and experience all of that. So you'll get to a point where you will start to decipher in your dream state your beingness as your true self or your beingness inside of someone else's body seeing an experience. You will be able to tell the difference, just like you are standing here now, knowing that you are standing here and understanding that you are having a daydream at the same time.
Yep. So it is something attacking you, but you can consciously say no. Essentially, if you look at every single, they show you in the movies. Yes, if you're in
there and you know that this is happening, you got to learn to take control in there and take that stand of your dominion.
Because the moment you declare this is your fucking dominion and they have no say by universal law that they cannot touch you, they disappear. It's like, go look at every single movie where they ever just fought back. The moment they decided to stand up, they fucking crumbled. The other person crumbled.
Yes,
they're like, shit, he stood up to me. God damn it.
Yes, as we talk,
that's people.
Shit. They make you think you're crazy if you're talking to the voices in your head. But you need to shut those fuckers up because they're not helping you.
You have the conscious ability. Like, literally, if you have to do this, stand the fuck up and declare right now in conscious vibration with your voice, no demon can fucking touch me.
No.
I declare you will not touch me, you will not enter me. Shit like that.
This is my kingdom, my dominion. You do not have authority
State
here.
that shit. Like, then they won't fuck with you. They can't. It's a universal, they can only fuck with you through manipulation. They can't physically do anything to you. They can only physically do something to you once they beat you down with your fucking mind.
It's the behind the veil, the place that you can only see with the third eye. And the third eye you only see without the eyes, without the ears, without the mouth, and through the senses.
Yes.
Not the body. It's the vibration. You have to go into your molecular structure, down to the frequency of your own self, and feel from that state. And then encounter your life and everything around you from feeling from that place, because that is your sonar, your radar, your detector. And you can tell what's in your field at that point because you feel it.
You know, the reason, you know how they can fuck with you physically? If your vibration is so low, it causes dis-ease in your body. They can then cause disease in your body. That's how they physically fuck with you. You can only get physically hurt if you allow them to enter in you while you're at such low vibration. That's the only way. You're out of alignment. Your body's literally just like, there's nothing going on except causing diseases inside of you to get you sick, mentally, physically, emotionally. Then you got to go out and take pills, and then that fucks you up even more.
Listen to this.
So
I got to read this one.
They fuck with you. All right, so I'll do a
Kathleen, hold on. Kathleen says, my mantra is, I am free and sovereign being, the master of my own body, mind, soul, and all dimensions. I do not allow anything harmful to be downloaded into this vessel by command of the Creator in all dimensions.
Speak that every night.
That's a fucking beautiful one. And
Speak
she
that.
does. She does. That's her mantra.
So if anybody wants to use that,
yeah,
use that. Like,
powerful.
speak it outside. They won't fuck with you.
That's happened about three times
to me recently, where I feel they are trying to get into my body, and I've had to fight and yell and deny them entry. It stays with me when I awake, but thought maybe it was a representation of something not really trying to enter me.
So they can come through the people in your environment. They can come through say you collect antiques or went and bought something, and it was part of it, and it came in there. It can come by you just feeling the attack.
Yeah.
Allows it to stay, because the moment that you're in, when you're here when you're in the lower self, right, and you emit that energy, that vibration, you immediately become a portal for entry, for attack.
They're like, hey, look, he's
like,
open, guys.
Like, imagine, because you're light, so imagine you go into the dark.
They see you better.
Yeah, you go into the dark, and they can find you. You're just a beacon.
Love Rising. Yeah, she said fire sister. Thank you for sharing. She's feeling it. I'm still hearing voices, but I've determined that my mind is just open to the supernatural. I'm not insane like they tried to say. So schizophrenia is actually what woke me up to the spiritual world, thanks to the insight. Those schizos, they have access to the dimensions more than people. But go to an insane asylum or a psychiatric hospital. They are probably the most woke people. I'm not saying every single one of them, but most of them are probably able to tap into things that you would think are crazy. Straight up. So what do? They
label. They label people who are gifted.
Yeah.
I'll tell the other part of that story later, but yes, they label people that are gifted, that can see things, because they don't know how to handle them, because they themselves don't even know that they are asleep. They don't even know that something else is running and controlling their vessel, that they are not in control.
Yep. It's just the avatar is out of whack.
Zombies
it's
are
up
real.
for grabs.
They're walking around us every day.
That's all it is. So essentially you are more in tune with people. It's just about discerning consciously what you want to have in your life. What is it the most thing of? And if you don't want it, declare it and say you don't want it. It won't come back.
You can't just say it. You can't say that you're positive and you want positive, and you can't just feel it either, and then walk into an environment that's filled with demons that you are denying the fucking fact that they're in your life, or it's in your environment, and you don't want to let go of it, and you think, well, I can just be positive and it'll work itself out. No, you are literally getting devoured by demons. They're feeding off of you in your own home, your own place of work, your own personal space, and you're denying it because of attachment, not letting it go, and then wondering why you are continuing to get attacked. You have to let go. You have to remove yourself.
This was something we were talking about earlier, how I was saying that what people could do if they think they're conscious is that they'll just start blaming that it's a demon and it's not them. Don't get that mixed up. It is you.
Yeah,
it's you allowing
chose
it
to go down there.
It's you allowing it.
You
by your vibration.
chose to give it entry.
Yes.
To do its bidding through you.
The demon is there because of your fucking actions. That is what causes it. It's not, oh, I'm just going to blame it's my demon and let that run off as another personality and it'll come up later. No. You have to declare that it's your fucking fault and you have to change it so that then that entity, demon, whatever, dies.
I argue with the channels in my head all the time. All the time. Because I am constantly declaring my dominion. Because it's that much. It's always coming in fiercely. Millions and billions of things are coming in at any time. And we're giving them access depending on where we're vibrating that day. Yep. So if we want to be in a state where we're continuing to give access to the right beings that can assist us and safely carry us to where we need to go, then we need to be vibrating high.
Yep.
We need to be taking actions that are aligned with those most high vibrations as well, like being considerate, being compassionate, doing things. And I'm not talking about just outside yourself. I'm talking about to yourself too.
Every time I hear ringing in my ears, I've been saying that mantra, and 99% of the time it stops immediately. So I believe that anything can keep going if it's meant for me. Yeah, you can stop ringing. There's multiple depictions of what a ringing in your ear can mean. It could be the EMF and the frequencies around you that are fucking with you. It could be a spiritual awakening. It could be a spiritual level up. I get them all the time, not in a bad way because I have no pain. Physically, I'm in the healthiest shape of my life. Like, I'm good. Like, I've never experienced anything up here. So I just believe that it could just be a tuning of your frequency to level up. You're raising your frequency, hence you're going to hit parts where you go, like, it can happen. It can go, whoa, I got to tune it back up to where it needs to go or higher. But it's all depending on what you want. Again, it's your reality.
On your,
if you think it's bad,
like I was saying
bad.
earlier, only you know what it means in your reality because it's only you and your creator. And yeah, you guys and all this other stuff is in your head.
Yeah.
So you, being the conscious being in there, have to be able to discern between all of it. And you're the only one that knows what it means to you. None of us are inside of you. You're not inside of me, so you don't know what the fuck what I see in channel means to me. You couldn't. Just like I don't know what it means to you. I can't. Yeah. It's only for you to know and understand.
And that's a deeper rabbit hole.
And it helps you get to where you need to go and what you're supposed to have and the things you're supposed to do.
So really understand that. That's a deeper rabbit hole. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is right. We could have the same exact dream, but I view it negative. She views it positive.
I don't even want to go that direction.
I'm just saying.
Video.
But you can choose. You choose what it means. You have the ability to choose whatever. If you see three birds, it can mean whatever. You get to choose anything that comes into your life and the meaning that it gives. You get to code that.
Yes.
But yeah, that was pretty fucking. That got very deep.
Yeah.
Very soon.
That felt great. I felt like a lot just happened for a lot of people, and a lot's going to continue to happen for a lot of people. We've been getting a lot of messages from you guys thanking us, telling us, how euphoric it is, the things you're experiencing. We have so many testimonies of people having major breakthroughs, letting go, things leaving their vessels, all of this happening so fast, and it's just beautiful, and it inspires us to keep going. So that, because a lot is happening and we see what's coming from it for everything and everyone.
Big things coming, guys.
Anyways, we love you, as always. Be strong out there. You've got this. Just because it's happening to you doesn't mean it has to continue to. You can take back your throne and your authority at any time.
Yep. Just take the fucking choice.
Or you can wallow.
Take the choice.
In your own little pity party with your demon that's whispering it all in your ear.
If you do that, go away from
and
us.
fall for the illusion.
Yeah.
Be bullied by the demon if you want to. That's your choice.
Here's the thing. If you understand, if you try to contact us and you want to talk about problems, before you do that, understand that you're the problem.
Absolutely.
So get that in your head before you, because if you don't say it to yourself, we're going to say it right to your face.
Yes.
And it hopefully doesn't pick you up.
Yes.
Deja vu, my whole life, it just seems like a replay of a past life that keeps happening the same way to the point I get stuck and I know when deja vu is about to happen. Any sight on that? As we are about to say bye.
We will talk to you.
That'll be.
Privately.
Let's talk private.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to
so
hop
that
off.
we can continue with our night.
Corey Mills, what's up?
Channeled out. What's going on, brother? I love you. All right. We will talk to you guys soon.
Peace out.